Okay, let's see.
Yes!
Yay!
Well done!
Okay, so my problem was that I was trying to talk with it didn't have the USB hooked up to the microphone. It had my actual computer mic.
Okay.
It doesn't do crap. It's like the worst computer mic ever on the face of the planet.
I have no mic. I thought it was my fault.
No.
Oh my god, I don't have a mic.
The only reason I have a mic is because my computer, my mic is so terrible it doesn't pick up. The last time I did one of these video chats, I'd edit myself out because everything was terrible.
Oh. I wondered why you didn't do the side-by-side you said you were going to do.
No, it was all because of me and my issues. So, just ignore it. Well, hi. It's nice to meet you officially.
You too.
I am like a huge fan of yours. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, please.
No.
Please. Thank you, but...
What? I can't be a fan of yours?
I guess. Yes, thank you. No, I don't know. I'm just, you have a much larger library than I do, and you're incredibly talented, but I appreciate that regardless.
I think you and I are very much the same on if we have like compliments. We get compliments, and we're like, what do I do with these things? These things that's so nice of you.
I just gush back. Oh my god, thank you.
I seriously, I turn red when people give me compliments.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's dark in here, you can't tell.
Well, it's so awesome to finally meet you.
Thanks, you too. You're fun to follow. I like you on Facebook. You have good political stuff. I share a lot of it with my husband.
I absolutely cannot stand Trump. I don't know if you can tell. That.
I picked up on it.
Just a little bit. I don't know. It's just something about him. Something about our president being the color of a Dorito that bothers me.
My husband likes to refer to him as a dumpster fire.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. That's like a perfect description of him because it's just a train wreck.
Yeah, there you go.
Hands everywhere. Small hands everywhere. Doesn't know what to do with them. He's got to show that he's got hands, though.
And that's why I like to follow your page.
Thank you. Okay, so how this is going to work is we're just gonna go with it. So Jilly, you like to be called Jilly, or is that short for something?
It's not. That's my name.
Jilly. I like it.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
Well, I'm Amy. I'm sure you've figured that out. But
Amy Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah, it's really nice to meet you. Seriously,
you too.
The first time I started reading your stuff, I was just like, oh my gosh, this girl has so much talent. I don't know.
Oh, thanks.
It's really hard to keep my attention on any fan fiction because I get bored really easily. So if somebody doesn't capture my interest right then and there, I'm like, oh, I'm sure this is a great story, but click.
Not for me.
I wish I had more attention span. So, like, you're one of the very few people that I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. She updated.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome. You really have a lot of talent. So you should take that and run with it. Okay. So we'll go ahead and start off by asking, what is the story behind Kyonomiko? Is that how you say it?
Kyonomiko.
Okay.
It's a made-up word based on me being a big anime fan a long time ago. And,
yes!
Yeah. In my gamer days, I used to play EverQuest as if it was a job. And I had a character called Kyonomiko, which was a reference to a particular anime. And when I joined fanfiction a couple years ago, that name was taken. But I don't know if you know a lot of gamers, but once you have a handle, you kind of like to stay with that handle for some reason. So I just couldn't give it up. So I took off the Suzaku and found Kyo, which is another anime character that I really like, and just stuck it on the end, and voila, new name. That's it.
No, you thought you were saying it was lame in our chat, and I was like, that's not lame. I'm always interested to know why people choose pen names the way that they do.
Me too.
Yeah, because some of them.
Where are you, Mr. Benzadream?
Okay, so I'm a huge Fall Out Boy nerd, like to the extreme Fall Out Boy, and so the band has this song. It's called $20 Nosebleed, and it sounds so terrible, but the lyrics are, "Give me a pen, call me Mr. Benzadrine. Don't let the doctor in, I want to blow off steam." And it's basically about a drug problem, but snorting, or like crushing up and snorting Benzadrine up their nose is how they'd rather deal with their problems than actually deal with their depression and their anxiety. And so I think that's what I do with my writing.
Yeah.
That's how I
like
feel.
it. It's way cooler than mine. It has a lot more cred than my lame anime name.
I don't know about that. People are like, "You're a woman?" Yeah, I'm a woman.
It did throw me a little the first time, because there's not a lot of, it seems, males in fan fiction, at least not from what I found so far.
Right. No, I totally agree.
It's female dominated.
Which is a shame, because I mean, in the fiction world, whenever you come to like original works, it seems like a lot of the male population dominates, but then you get into fan fiction, it's the female population that dominates. It's a total headspin. Right.
You have to wonder if there's some kind of like, societal implications behind that. Like men are doctors, women are nurses. Like we don't reach as far, or we're not allowed to reach as far.
No, I've often wondered that myself, because a lot of fan fiction authors are like, "Oh, I do this for fun," or I do this for a hobby.
Right. That's me.
Yeah, but like, there's so much talent. You have so much raw talent there. I'm like, take it, run with it.
I do some writing for my actual job. It's not fiction writing. It's like marketing type stuff. So I love the written word and that carries through, but this type I only do for fun.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think you're doing an excellent job.
Thanks. I'll keep it up a little bit, I
guess. Okay, so I was reading your interview, and I read it earlier today just to brush up, make sure I had everything.
It's a little dated now.
It's okay. We can update it if you want before the Meet the Pen name. But I noticed that you said in your old writing life, your genre wasn't romance. Like, you didn't write a lot of romance. What was your genre?
Humor.
Humor?
I would say.
You have a lot of humor.
Thanks. When I was in my early to mid-20s, I fancied myself a comic book writer with my ex-husband, actually. And we self-published like 3 issues of a sort of Neil Gaiman Good Omens type feel, if that references to anybody. It's sort of an irreverent look on religion and the hierarchy of the afterlife.
That is so cool.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun too. But that was more definitely my speed. And we also were planning to do like a Vertigo Comics type of story about like teenagers that committed suicide and then they end up in the afterlife. Very like angsty and with humor thrown in. So then to come back to fan fiction 15 years later and go into romance, which is completely different.
I think that's great. I would love to do it. So they're published. I can read it if I want. I could look at your comics that you guys did.
Not really. They were self-published. So we printed them. We took them to a couple of cons.
That's so cool. I love.
So finding them would be impossible. I think I have a box in my attic.
I think you'll have to send me a copy of those, because I will.
Sure, you got it.
You promise.
Free of charge.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to tell me where you live.
All right, fine. Stalker, whatever.
I know you're Central Time Zone.
Yeah, that's true. Oh man, watch out! You're gonna come to my door. Oh my gosh. Jilly, how can you be at 2 places at once? Start freaking out. Okay, what's your Hogwarts house?
I have no idea.
You don't know?
No idea. Nope. No clue.
I have to take a moment to process that. You haven't gone on.
I know. I have no idea.
Why aren't you on Pottermore taking the flippin' quiz?
I don't know. I think I signed up for it once through like a Facebook link, and I don't know. I don't know why I didn't follow through with that. I could probably guess.
What do you think you'd be?
I'm probably a Hufflepuff.
Aw, the puffs are awesome.
Because I'm not like bold enough to be a Gryffindor, and I'm not sneaky enough to be a Slytherin.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'm not stupid, but I don't know that I would fit into Ravenclaw. I don't know. Maybe Ravenclaw, maybe Hufflepuff. One of the two.
Huffleclaw. Would that be?
Yeah.
No worries.
Hufflepuff. That's my couple name.
I like it. I'm a Gryffindor, obviously, but I
Red couch.
Yeah, red couch. Oh no! Let me tilt it up. I don't know if you can see. That's a Gryffindor banner.
Oh no! You're serious? Yeah.
My husband is also a Gryffindor, and we nerd out, and we're like, should we put it in the living room? And he's like, yeah, let's put it in the living room.
Where else would you put that? Obviously.
Because you're a Gryffindor. Where else would you put it? Outside. I guess
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of embarrassed. I don't know my house.
I'm just shocked that somebody hasn't taken the quiz. Like, everybody's like, I've taken this. And, like, I'll admit there's a quiz that you can take on BuzzFeed that's, like, all the questions all at once.
Mm-hmm.
And when I take them all at once, I get Slytherin. But whenever I go to Pottermore, I get Gryffindor. And I'm like, okay, I guess I have some Slytherin tendencies. That's okay, right? Sure.
That makes me question the authenticity of those.
Yeah.
We need a sporting hat, obviously.
Okay, so let's see. I have my questions here. What's your favorite color?
Black, I guess. My daughter asks me that a lot, actually. She wants me to say pink, and I just won't. Sorry.
Pink? Is that her favorite?
Right now, it was yellow, and then purple, and then all the colors. She really wants me to say pink.
It's adorable. My son, he'll be like, one day it's blue, the next day it's green, and then it's red, and then it's red, blue, and green. But Mommy, they can all be my favorite.
Yeah, that's okay.
Sure.
They have the right to change their mind.
That's right. I like that. I like that a lot. Who is your favorite Harry Potter character and why?
Obviously very fond of Draco, or I wouldn't write Hermione.
That's true.
I'm also a really big fan of Severus Snape. And it's actually surprising that I don't write Hermione.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love him. And I think had I started writing fan fiction during the book publishing, that's totally what I would have wrote.
Mm-hmm.
But I think between the two of them, I love Snape and I love Draco. They're great characters. Severus is just so tragic. It's a really well done. I'm sorry?
I said I know. It's
like the most tragic character ever.
Mm-hmm.
And then she killed him.
Yeah. He can't have a good day ever.
I know. And I think that's why I can't write or read Hermione in a really serious way is because I know he's dead, and it's just I can do EWE like take the epilogue out, but to say like he didn't die gets harder for me.
Yeah.
So I do occasionally do it as a little thing in the background on stories, just because I like to leave him alive. I really like Snape.
I think I've seen a lot of that where people are like, nope. He didn't die. Lupin didn't die. Nope, Chris didn't die. I'll see those, and I'm like, okay. You can be in denial all you want. It's fan fiction. You do what you want, but he did.
I know. I can ignore some canon, but it gets harder with the main pairing for me. So the epilogue's about all I can throw out.
That's okay. Who is your least favorite character?
Who's my least favorite? I mean, you could say Umbridge because she's a swine. Nobody likes Umbridge.
Mm-hmm.
But someone, I don't know, that seems too obvious. I feel like there should be someone else that's...
Yeah.
No, I'm going to say Umbridge. I can't think of anyone worse than that character. I really can't.
Have you seen the Harry Potter musical? Have you seen that? Harry Potter musical? Okay.
No.
You need to go to YouTube. You need to watch it. They have a guy playing Umbridge.
Uh-huh.
It's absolutely amazing. She is like this super, how do I put it, like super strict like Umbridge, but it's more like military style, like, all right, ladies, get down, we're gonna do this. And it's like, it's obnoxiously satire, but I love it so much. You have to watch it.
Okay. After our interview, before editing, I'll do that.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Let's see. What is the best writing advice you've ever received?
I think the best advice I've ever heard, though it wasn't like told to me directly, is to write what you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that seems like a really blanket statement and kind of obvious, like write what you know, but no, really, when you consider that deeply, if you pull from your own experiences, not just what you can research, but what you really truly can know, then I think you can come up with the best of you.
I think that's a beautiful answer. I think a lot of people completely forget that. They'll be like, I have an idea in my head, and I'm just going to go with it, but I have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm like, that's fine if you want to have a plot point that you want to go to, but do you know what you're talking about when you say it? And sometimes you can tell. You can tell in writing if a person knows what they're saying or has a heart in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, absolutely. I agree. I mean, you can't know what it's like to, travel through time or go to Hogwarts or those things, but it's the details, I think, of the experiences that can really layer a lot into a story, and that's what you need to pull from inside.
I completely agree. Okay, let's see. What advice would you give your younger self when writing?
I was going to say, don't get married.
But you're married now and you like it, right?
No, he's fine. I meant the first one.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, you get married sometimes. Not all the time.
Right.
That's what you said.
Right, not the first time. But specifically in writing, I think I would tell my younger self not to give it up for a while, because now that I'm back in it, I realize in hindsight that I missed it.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of let, it was very wrapped up, my writing originally, with the marriage, because we were writing things together, we were working on things together, we were publishing together. So when the marriage ended, I sort of just backed off of a lot of my previous interests, things that we had done together. I kind of pulled away from everything. And then, like I said, many years later, quite a while, when I got back into it, I thought, wow, why didn't I keep doing this? I really like it.
I like that. That's a very good answer, I would say. I kind of feel you there, because there was a time period after I had my son where I stopped writing, and then when I got back into it, there was this nostalgia that you have. You're like, why did I stop? I feel so terrible about it.
Yeah.
But life happens. You can't help it. But
right. No, it does.
Yeah. When you were saying that, I was like, oh, I feel you. My heart is right there with you, girl.
I feel like I missed all the years.
Yeah. So this is like personal question. I can totally cut it out of the thing. How old are you? You don't look that old.
I'm 38.
No, you're not.
I am.
No, you're not. Girl.
No, I promise.
Well,
I wouldn't lie about that, or I'd lie the other way.
Well, you look fantastic. I would have never guessed. I'm serious.
Thanks. It's the mascara.
Oh, I'm sure. That's it. That's all. You take off the mascara. Oh, man. Ugh.
That's like the beast.
That's okay.
I feel like I'm definitely in the older sets of fan fiction, just from what I've garnered from those I've met so far.
Mm-hmm. When I first started writing fan fiction, it was under a totally different pen name when I was a teenager. Mm-hmm. And now I grow up and I notice there aren't teenagers writing, it's adults. And believe it or not, there's more like, middle 20s and up, going all the way up. I've seen writers in their 50s and 60s even. Yeah, and I'm so impressed. I'm just like, we as a fan fiction world have really matured. Like back in fan fiction days, when I first started, like, it was just like kids getting on the internet doing what they do. And then now it's like people take it so seriously. We're all in these, you know, there's the groups, and then there's the platforms, and all of these different things just stirring the pot. And I never knew there was this whole other world. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I had no idea, honestly. Because when I wrote before, as I mentioned, it was very different. It was more in that comic book genre. I never got into fan fiction at that point. And actually, my ex-husband did. He started writing fan fiction. He told me about it. He was real excited. He was like, that sounds neat, but I'm working on a comic book. So I just never delved in. And then I found it, and I was like, wow, this is like a whole untapped. I don't think I've read a real book in about a year, and I'm kind of embarrassed about that.
It takes a lot for me to sit down. Like, I love supernatural stories in real life. But the only way I get my romance fix is to read fan fiction, because I found that in romance fiction it's not as like heartfelt. I know that people like pour their emotions into their fan fiction, so I read it and I'm like, I get it, I love these people. And then you pick up like a tawdry romance novel and you're like, what is this shit?
I've never read one of those, I'll admit. Because I never read romance either. I write it now, never did before, and I never read it, so I have no basic comparison there.
Do you think you'd ever want to write a book?
I mean, sure, that'd be awesome. I don't know that I have the chops. Thank you. But I do tend to get impatient with myself. You'll notice that my fictions are not as long as some. You know, I don't do the 100K, 200K big epic stories because I do get impatient to kind of plunge forward into the end. Would I like to write a book? Sure, that'd be awesome. That was always kind of, you know, when I was younger, I was going to write comic books, and I was going to write a book, and that was great. And but I just don't know that I ever will, as fun as it would be.
Let's see, I had a question. Now my brain's going dead. Hang on. Give me a moment.
Reverse factor.
Right? Let's see. Oh, your writing process. What is your writing process? Do you have one? Is it just kind of fly by the seat of your pants? Do you know, they say that there's the two kinds of writers. There's the architect, and then there's the explorer. And I'm more of an explorer, but I don't know. What are you?
I'm an explorer.
Explorer?
I'm definitely an explorer. I don't have any idea usually what's going to happen at the end of a story when I start it. I typically have a scene in the middle that comes to me, something that I want to happen. Either like a quick event or just one particular moment in time. And then I build a story around it from there. It's very organic, kind of evolves as it goes. And I have found, because I learned a lesson, that I do better if I have most of it written before I start posting. Exposition can lead me to trap myself into corners sometimes. So the last two larger multi-chapters that I did, I started writing, and I took over the course of, you know, weeks to months to put it all together. And maybe didn't have it 100% tweaked when I started, but at least had a beginning, a middle, and an end, and maybe I needed a chapter here or there. And then I start posting, and as I post, I re-edit multiple times as I go. Sometimes things change dramatically. On my last multi-chapter that I finished, I completely changed the ending by the time I got there. But just having had an ending took all the stress out of like not knowing where I was going, or, you know, meandering too much. Exploring can let me just roam around if I'm not careful.
It's a really like you said, it's an organic experience, and you get honest reactions, I think, from your characters, because at some points you're just telling what your characters are doing. You're not actually doing anything. It's your characters speaking. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, no, absolutely. I've said many times that they just, you know, either they led me in a direction, or They weren't cooperating in the way I wanted them to, but I just kind of let a scene go as I start writing. I do a lot of dialogue, and I know that some people don't like that very much. There seems to be different camps on whether or not you should have more narrative or more dialogue or a strict balance or whatever. But I do tend to have a lot of dialogue, and so I'm just writing a conversation. I'm just trying to put myself into two people's heads, and one person says something, the other responds, and they go back and forth in a way that I hope feels natural to the characters. It's just a fun experience for me, because I'm just kind of play acting two people.
That's exactly it. That's precisely when you get down to it. You're really just, you're in your head two ways, and you're like, okay, if I were this character, how would I react?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's really fun. Sometimes I think I get into Draco's head just a little bit more. I don't know.
Oh, I prefer to write from his perspective, honestly.
It's a little bit more tormented, and I like that, because it's like he's conflicted about his, his entire life, where she's got everything mapped out.
Yes.
He's kind
of. And I really don't understand that. I have a lot of trouble actually identifying with Hermione Granger.
Really?
She's really got her shit together, and I just don't always have that.
Right. I think whenever I was a kid, I was more like her. But as I've gotten older, I think I've made way too many mistakes in my life to sit there and say, no, totally, I'm just like her. I'm like, no, I've said some things that I really wish I didn't say. I wonder who that sounds like.
Which makes it easier to kind of sit in Draco's shoes a little bit and know what it's like to think, wow, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful moment whenever you can, take him from that point and make him do something that's not in his character, but then you make it in his character, and you're like, yes. Okay, what is your favorite trope? Like your favorite little, or do you have a favorite trope?
I'm very fond of time trope. Mm-hmm. I've only tackled it once, and I don't think I did it justice. But I like to read it, and I think it leaves you open to so many opportunities. It's just endless what you can do with the time trope. I'm not a huge fan of creature fics. I read them sometimes. Sometimes they're really good, but it's rare. There's a lot of, Werewolf Draco, and I read some. I'm reading one right now that I really like, but it's not my favorite, for sure. I don't know, give me another trope. What am I can't even think. Time I like. What else is there?
Let's see. You have the head boy, head girl trope. That one is very popular.
I like it, but I find it a little basic. It's actually the first thing I did, and maybe that's why I think it's basic. For me, it was the default. Like, if I want to get my hands on this, what can I do? Oh, I know, head boy, head girl, that's easy.
When I was a teen, that was my first one. They were head boy, head girl. I'm not gonna lie, that was it just makes sense in your head, and then you go
right. And it does, but I mean, for me, it's almost too simple not to. It's not even really a trope. It's just a circumstance, but you need a plot outside of that.
That's true. Do you have a least favorite? Is there one that you just are like, nope, I'm not going to do it? For me, I'm going to be honest, it's the marriage law things. Marriage law fics. It's nothing wrong with them, but I'm like, it's just, I've seen so many of them that
There's a lot. And I wouldn't say I dislike it. I've read a couple that I really liked. Not my favorite, but not disliked. I hate Virgin Hermione. I don't know if that counts as a trope, but, Virgin, exclamation point, Hermione. I detest it.
Yeah.
Especially in combination with, Don Juan Draco.
Oh my god, yeah.
It really bugs me. I find nothing appealing or sexy or romantic about the male partner who's just had tons of women and the female who's the blushing. I don't know anything. I don't even find it appealing to read. So that's certainly my least favorite.
I completely agree with you. Oh my gosh. I read one once where she didn't have any idea about her body. She was like, what are you doing? Oh,
that's a clitoris.
Yeah, what is it? And he's just like, I'm going to show you. And I'm like, guys have a really hard time finding the clitoris in the first place. Let's just, not pretend that this, uptight Malfoy would just be like ladies' man. Because I almost get the feeling like, not that he was completely sheltered, but you have this level of, upstanding that he has to maintain.
Yeah.
So
when did he have time for that?
Right. When did he have time?
He's trying to kill Dumbledore. I mean, what, third book when he was 13 years old? Is that when he earned that reputation?
Right. Like, when did he have time? And then after the war, I just can't imagine him just being like, I'm going to go screw a bunch of women.
No, because my fan in Draco, he's too broken for that.
Yeah. He's like, my penis doesn't work anymore. I'm so sorry.
And I don't necessarily mind Hermione being a virgin, I'll just say, but I don't like it in conjunction with him being that. If they're both kind of an experience, because they're young, that makes sense to me. If they're 6th year, let's say, when he's all broken up, and they're both like 16 years old, 17, and neither one of them have had a lot of experience, okay, that's fine, because they're young. But when they're in their 20s, and she works at the ministry, and she's never, looked at a guy wrong, and I can't handle it.
Never had an orgasm, doesn't know what it feels like.
Right. Like really? At 23?
I don't think she would be the type of person. She'd be the type of person to be like, I'm having sexual urges. I'm going to explore those, and then I'm going to analyze it, and then write in my journal about it, because here's my hypothesis. Let's see what happens.
Remember that ruckus I warned you about?
Yes.
It just arrived.
Oh, that's okay. That was actually, believe it or not, my last question. So we
really?
timed that. Yeah.
Hi, Olivia. Look, here's say hi. Olivia.
Oh yeah.
This is
Amy. How are you? What is your name?
Olivia.
Oh, that's so pretty. It's nice to meet you.
Good to see you. Can you pop in there for a little bit and let me finish my conversation? Go see your daddy. I love you. I'll see you in a minute. Yes.
No.
And there's also a baby.
Oh, so cute. How old's the baby?
He's 10 months.
What happened to your ribbon?
That's lipstick, because I got fancy for Amy.
Oh my gosh. So,
Mommy, where's your
Olivia? Oh, they're right there.
there's two.
Let's see for a minute, okay? Can
I remember us writing, texting, and being like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna put some lipstick on." Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Those two. What's on my lips?
I don't get super fancy for work.
Your husband's gonna be like, "What? You got fancy for her?" Yeah.
Sure did.
That's right. She got fancy for me. But anyway, is there anything that you would like to say to your fans, the people that read your stories?
Thanks for doing that, because I really appreciate it. When I started writing, I had no idea if I'd even really get any response. And it was, kind of slow to come. It's a difficult thing sort of to break into a fandom in a way that feels successful. You know what I mean? And I don't do a lot of social media networking that I know a lot of writers do. So what fandom I have, I'm super grateful for. The reviews just they make my day. I get that email notification. I can't wait to read it. I'm so excited. Which is why I actually respond to all my reviews, which I know not everybody does, but as much as I appreciate it, I think it's important. So it's just a huge thank you to everybody who reads and is watching this and has let me just do this for fun and have a great time at it.
I love it. Oh my goodness, you are the sweetest, humblest, just adorable writer ever. So serious. I'm gushing. I'm trying not to fangirl a little because I absolutely adore you. But you're laughing. I know, it's awkward.
It's disbelief.
It's I don't know if you've seen Talladega Nights, but it's like Ricky Bobby where he's talking in the interview and he's his hands just keep coming up. He's like, I'm sorry, I don't know what to do with my hands. I feel like that's what you're doing right now, and that's what I do when people give me compliments. I'm like, I Thank you. That is so sweet. Happy birthday. What? Yeah, you too.
Love it.
All right, well, Jilly, thank you so much for doing this interview. This was awesome, and I'm so glad. I'm so excited to get this edited and put together, and I will see you on Friday.
Okay.
You tell me.
Okay, sounds great.
Do you want me to put the age thing in, or you want me to take it out? Because I will honor whatever you want.
Oh, I don't care. You can put it in, I guess. I mean, if Colabrina can be 42 or whatever she is, I guess I can be 38, right?
This is true. That's okay. You seriously, you don't look it, girl. You look gorgeous. You look gorgeous.
I'll keep up with the mascara.
Because I know that's your secret. That and the lipstick. I mean, it shocked your daughter, so.
Oh, yeah, I know. She gave away my secret.
Oh, my gosh. We're going to have to do this again sometime, okay?
Anytime.
All right. Well, bye, girl. It was really nice meeting you.
You too. See you online.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.